Hey everyone, here's a question, and the question is on factorization. The question is factorize 16x square minus 25y square, and we have a second question which is a to the power 4 minus 16 b to the power 4. Now, how to factorize this? You can see that in the first and second question we have only two terms, right? And they have a power square. Both the terms have a like x square, y square. So square is there. So whenever you see this type of question where you see a squares, then we have to use this identity which is a square minus b square, which is nothing but a plus b into a minus b. Whenever you see a two terms in the question and it has a square, okay, then you have to use this identity. It's very simple. A and b we have to find out. If it's a square minus b square, it is a plus b into a minus b. That's it. Here we have to find out what is a and what is b. Once we know that, we can substitute in this identity and we're going to get this. So the question is 16x square minus 25y square. You can see that x has a square and y has a square, but here it's a to the power 2 or a square. But how to write down the 16? 16 doesn't has any square, right? But we know that 16 is a square of 4. Okay, we'll write down this as a something square. Here we have a 16x square. So this 16, we're going to write it as 4 square into x square. Okay, I want everything in a square here. Similarly, 25 is the square of 5. So 5 square into y square. Now, I'm going to rewrite this once again as we have a 4 square x square, right? 4 square into x square. If you have learned exponents, we have this identity. When the bases are different and the powers are same, the bases will get multiplied and the power will remain same. Same thing I'm applying here. It's 4x square minus 5y square. So let me rewrite this to explain you. Suppose we have a square into b square. Here the bases are different and powers are same. Or in general, if we have a to the power m into b to the power m. You can see the powers are same, bases are different. In that case, the bases will get multiplied, that is a into b, and the power will remain same. The same thing I applied here. So you can see 4 square x square we have, so 4x square. Okay. Now if you observe this identity here, the left side, a will be 4x and b will be 5y. So I'm going to substitute this into the right side of the identity, which is a plus b into a minus b. So a is 4x and b is 5x. So 4x plus 5y into 4x minus 5y. That's it. So this is the answer. This is the first question. You don't have to do anything else. You have to just identify what is a, what is b, and substitute in the identity. Now the second question is a bit different than the first question. Here in the second question, we have a two terms. We can apply this identity, but the powers is power 4. Here we want square. Yes, here we have a power 4. So this I'm going to write it as a square to the power 2. Okay, or a square to the power square, like that, so that I can apply this identity. Similarly, 16 is the square of 4, so 4 square into b square to the power 2. You have learned this in exponent chapter, how to break this power. So whenever you have a power on power, the powers will get multiplied. So this 4 I have broken into two parts, a square into the power square, like that. Now here the a will become a square, and let me rewrite this once again. So it's a square to the power 2 minus this 4 and b square are going to combine. I'm going to use this identity which I have written here. When the bases are different, powers are same, I'm going to combine them. Bases will get combined, they'll get multiplied. So 4b square and the power will become 1. Only one power will be there, which will be 2. Same power. Okay. Now the a will be a square and b will be 4b square. You can see that we got a square minus b square form. So a here is a square and b here is 4b square. Now apply this in the identity, a plus b. In place of a, you have to put a square. In place of b, you have to put 4b square. That's it. So a square plus 4b square into a square minus 4b square. So it's very simple question. Only thing is you have to identify which one is a, which one is b, and apply in the identity. Now here in this one, if you see the second term, we have a square minus 4b square, right? Now this we can again factorize because this is in the form of this a square minus b square identity. You can see that we have a first term and second term. First term is a square itself. Second term, it will become 4. We can write it as 2 square b square. Okay. Then again combine this 2 and b. So this will become a square minus this 2 and b will get multiplied and the power will remain same, which is 2. So we'll get 2b whole square. Okay. Now here in place of a, we have a only. In place of b, we have a 2b. Now apply this in identity. Substitute this in the right side of the identity. It will become a plus 2b into a minus 2b. Okay, the second term I'm factorizing again, so this answer will become a square plus 4b square, 4b square. And the second term I have factorized once again, right? So this will become a plus 2b into a minus 2b. So I hope this question is clear. You remember that you have to factorize this once again. So this is the answer. I hope this question is clear. If you have further question or doubts, you can drop a comment. Thank you so much for watching.